We're now halfway through the legislative session and the filing deadline for bills has passed. 5,873 bills were filed as of last Friday. This week, there were a lot of action on groundwater legislation in both the House and the Senate. In the Texas House, the committee heard House Bill 1547 by Lyle Larson. This is a bill that Texas Farm Bureau worked on quite a bit during the interim to ensure that we had a good definition for desired future conditions and also the criteria that districts are to consider whenever they're developing the desired future conditions. On the Senate side, Senate Bill 332 was in deep negotiations on trying to address some of the concerns raised with that bill. The draft of the committee substitute that was released addresses all of these concerns to ensure that the vested ownership interest gives the landowner a right to produce some amount of groundwater, and that the rule of capture does indeed still apply. With regards to the district regulation, as we've said over and over again, just because you own something does not mean that the government can't regulate it. And so the bill specifically sets out that all the authorities that the districts have under Chapter 36 to regulate groundwater are still in place.
This week at the Texas Capitol, we had movement on two particular transportation-related bills. First, House Bill 1201, the Trans-Texas Corridor Repeal Bill by State Representative Lois Colcourse from Brenham, was voted out favorably from the House Transportation Committee. It now awaits action by the Calendars Committee, where it will be assigned a date to be heard before the entire House of Representatives. Additionally, House Bill 1750 by State Representative Drew Darby from San Angelo was heard before the House Transportation Committee. This bill would authorize the Executive Director at TxDOT to lease rail cars from a private company under emergency conditions such as a weather disaster in order to move commodities out of harm's way.